Hello and thanks for staying with us. Welcome to Political Platform on Raypower FM. My name is Amici Anapwe. Well, it rained all through the night in Abuja. It's rare, a rare phenomenon in March. Yes, March, you rarely get some rains, maybe one or highest two. For the over 2 decades I've been in Abuja, this city, you have to wait till May, June before you begin to see all-night rain. But the drizzle started and it continued all through the night up till this morning. I don't know whether it's the same where you are. It sends a message to me. Sometimes I like going spiritual. Send some message, and I pray that the rains, as they fall to the ground and the runoff, the denudation, should wash away our iniquities, should wash away the blood on the land. Yes, blood is being spilled in Nigeria, is being spilled across the country, blood that is sacred, that indeed confers life on human being, wasting away. Elsewhere, they're asking for donation of blood, but the ones we have, we are wasting them. In Plateau State, it's still very fresh on our minds. The other time, it was in Maiduguri, where triple IED explosions killed so many innocent citizens just when they were breaking their fast. And I asked, what is the essence of government? Now, we have said it here repeatedly, that the government has basically two responsibilities. It encapsulates every other thing, operations, activities of government. Two issues there. First is security. The government must secure you, and in securing you, they have asked you not to bear arms. They have monopoly over the use of firearms. Don't bear arms, who will protect you? And when that protection is not coming, how will you rate that government? Failure in all aspects. Failure. The next objective of government is welfare and well-being of the people. What's their welfare like? What's their well-being? You can also judge the government on your own. For those on our YouTube channel, because you can respond immediately, we'll be sharing what you're telling us much later. How has the government improved on your welfare and well-being? Well, I've always asked the question, what does the government at all levels in Nigeria do for citizens? There's this book. My friend mentioned it to me, and I'm eager to get my hand on it to read. He told me about the content of the book, the caption that some people are better off without governments. Yes. And I'm wondering whether it applies to Nigeria. Should we have fared better, or should we have fared better if we don't have governments? If you just wake up on your own, your own government as is presently is, you provide everything for yourself, water, security, light, name it, your local government unto yourself. What's the relationship between you and your government? In the social contract that was signed leading to the establishment of the state system in the 17th century, the contract is that the government will do some things for you, and in return, you do some things for government. In Nigeria, that contract is one way. You do things for the government. What does the government do for you? Well, the governor of Plateau State, Caleb Muftuang, visited Angwan Rukuba yesterday to commiserate with the people that were attacked on Palm Sunday by terrorists. Figures rising, some say 40, some say in their 30s, some say 20s. But the remarkable thing that happened was that the governor entered that community in an armored personnel carrier. He hid himself inside an armored personnel carrier. Now, what we are hearing is that he was afraid of how he'll be received by the people, and perhaps whether the terrorists are still around. What will it take for a governor to be hiding inside an armored personnel carrier? Many would say leaders should lead from the front. Was he so afraid of his life that he was running like a rat away from a cat, running into holes? When he got there, the people said, no, sir. When he indeed alighted and stood on top of the armored personnel carrier to address them. They told him, Oga, calm down. He was forced down, and he spoke to the people. And they were heckling him. They were making uncomplimentary remarks directed at him. And I believe he sends a strong message. That as a leader, be it a local government chairman, a governor, a president, that has the responsibility to protect people. And when you fail to do it, you have failed woefully in your assignment. And the honorable thing for you to do is to resign and go home, become a farmer, or go home and be a preacher somewhere like this chief of defense staff that has turned to a preacher. You know, if you can't do the work, you throw in the towel. Must you be there? Your primary assignment, protect the people, and you have failed. And you enjoy security votes. Do you know how much they collect in security votes? Do you know? Do you know the billions they take away in security votes that they don't account for? I don't know whether you are enraged, outraged, angry as I am this morning.
Amechi, good morning. I've been trying to navigate my way to the office. The drainages are not kept in Abuja, and I know most cities, it's like that. I think the FCT administration has to wake up to see that the roads, the drainages are working, and people are able to navigate. It's not an interesting development to see government. I missed where you are, your introduction actually, but I know from the anger in you, where governance is left to politicking, and people are angry, and it baffles me how people want to keep leading when you have not seen the evidence of dividends of democracy in the lives of the people. Many years ago, I was in Gusau, Zamfara State, and I saw a borehole by the governor's lodge, and a lot of people queued to fetch water. And I said, this is appalling. And the governor walked out with Baba Riga and said, okay, I'm giving my people water. I said, shame. That's a big shame. And this time people travel to Saudi Arabia, these time people travel to Israel, these time people travel to Jerusalem, and you see the road network, you see the water channels, you see the electricity distribution, and you see how people are organized. It is 2027 is around the corner, and we've been shouting since this republic came in, as the Balogun will say, that people should change leadership with their voters card. How many people are ready to change leadership with their voters card? I said yesterday, Amici, if you look at the 2027 political dashboard or 2027 election dashboard, what do you find there? You find DIPs, desperate, insincere, and greedy politicians on one side. You find hungry, starved, confused citizens on the other hand, and you have people that are in the middle. They don't care if the politicians are grabbing power. They don't care if the citizens are dying because they have a survival, what they call it, a means. So it's a dicey situation we find ourselves in Africa. The boat ride that I took me, sorry for mentioning that, was complaining about a man that came from Canada, and he came into Asokoro in Abuja. He said he came in from Lagos, and he told the boat guy that Nigerian cities are overrated. And I felt ashamed. Nigerian cities are overrated. What does that mean? That there's no development as being proclaimed by the leaders of the country. There's no development as being proclaimed by the government of the day. So a lot needs to be done to convince the people that ABC have been done for their benefit. Take an example of the power sector. We talked about how many megawatt we generate and how many is distributed. We had rain all through the night today, Amechi. I tell you, people will not have electricity for 24 hours because NEPA or the distribution company will tell you one pole has dropped somewhere or one cable has disconnected somewhere. So this is where we find ourselves, and the citizens must take responsibility. I was at an event yesterday talking about Citizens Accountability Lab, I think Citizen Accountability Lab, and they said the federal government started an app in 2024 where citizens can challenge government policies. I think you remember, Amechi. Is that by Adiza Bala Ahmed, that office headed by her? But how far so far with that? Citizens have been sending in complaints. The government, have they replied? Have they responded?
Okay, now we keep asking those in government, What are their responsibilities? When they want to contest, what is deep there on their mind? Is it to improve society or to help themselves? And I dare say it's for self-aggrandizement. Because all the responsibilities they have on you, just like Pontius Pilate. Yes, on Palm Sunday, we were reading the long epistle, we saw how Pontius Pilate washed his hands, said, bring water. When the wife told him, do not have a hand in this man's death. I had dreams about him, referring to our Lord Jesus. I said, bring water, let me wash my hands. I have no hands in this man's death. That is exactly what our leaders are doing. They absorb responsibility. They take the honor, the privilege, the paraphernalia. You see them cruise in private jets or state-owned jets, SUVs, like the governor of Plateau State, armored personnel carrier, he's in APC. Some people will say PC, another name for APC is armored personnel carrier. Now, when it comes to their responsibilities, they will shift it. The president will tell us, oh, I've given governors more money, go ahead, hold them to account. But you enjoy 52% of the money, I'll hold you to account first. That's what the Constitution asked me to do as a journalist. Section 22 asked me to hold you to account. Hold public officers accountable. So I hold the president to account, then I remember that governors are also receiving. I'll descend on them, then local government chairman, I will come to them. And I'll remind them that you're not in office to enjoy yourself. Yes. The successful leaders that we have had in Nigeria, whose names still resonate today, are those that serve the people. They didn't have much when they left office. They didn't have much. Now, there's this case you raised one day. Is it the Polytechnic teachers that was angry? That is it the National Commission for Polytechnics or what, or colleges of education that brought a consultant? Yeah, okay.
Polytechnic lecturers said that the National Board for Technical Education that regulates polytechnics brought in consultant to do accreditation for programs in Polytechnic, and they say it is wrong.
So now, that is exactly what I'm explaining here. You were appointed by the government to head that commission. There are public servants who should be the experts who have had over the years, who should carry out the job, who should do the accreditation. But because they are lazy, it's a typical example of laziness. Outsourcing your responsibilities. You just, they are giving you money from the budget. You don't know how they make the money. You get some consultants to do the work you're being paid for. While you relax in office and you're traveling around the world and enjoying Extra Code and I'm doing procurement in your office, that's where their interest is. Their interest is about procurement. If nobody will follow it. The fire will gather dust. The thickness can be 20 inches. But once money is involved, you see, everybody go after it. So that's what the National Commission on Technical Education, that is what they're doing. You're paid to accredit polytechnics because you're lazy and incompetent. You want to pay some consultants to do it for you. And that's how it cascades down. The presidency, the governors, local government chairman, they outsource responsibilities while enjoying the trappings of the office.
Yesterday, I think I posted something on our platform where I think the Netherlands minister, when he left office, he rode away in a bicycle. And I was touched. Oh, fine. The other day we saw the Swedish labor minister, when she closed from work, she joined the public transportation. Last year, I was in Switzerland, and I joined the public transport with the labor minister of Japan. And we were chatting inside the public bus. How many of your leaders can go to the hospitals they claim they are funding? How many of your leaders can join those CNG buses, which they claim they've put on the street? How many of your leaders can send their children to that school, which they say they've renovated? So there's a lot of questions being asked. For those that want to take in governance and going to 2027, like Tugar that has resigned, going to Bauchi to contest, I want to use him as a point of contact. That all those interested, we have said this over and over again, that if you are going to be a state governor, do you know the number of civil servants in your state? Do you know the number of minerals, commercial quantity in your state? Do you know what you can export from your state?
No, they know. They know the amount that is coming through the federation account.
That's the only thing.
Federation accounts allocation.
Do you know how many
commission
bad roads
committee.
that are in state roads that are bad? Do you know how many federal roads that you can do? I remember when Akpabio was governor. Kudos to him. He was doing federal roads and applied for money. Wike did federal roads, applied for money. I heard last week that the governor of Abia State is lamenting that if he does federal roads, he will not be paid because he's in opposition.
No, he says the new policy. I don't know. The federal government needs to speak and make clarification that if you reconstruct or rehabilitate federal road, they will not give you money. You toll it and collect your money back. So I expect clarifications from the Federal Minister of Works.
So Nigerians are going to be heavily taxed. That's what it means.
So that's the abdication of responsibility.
So if I do a road as a state governor, a federal road, I'll put a toll gate there to get my money back.
No, if a trunk arrows belongs to federal government, they are unable to do it. A state government will say, it's our people that are using this road. If this road is motorable, it will enhance economic activity. Usually, when you reconstruct, the federal government pays you back. But before you reconstruct, you must get authorization. They reimburse you. But what we are hearing, that's why we are asking the Minister of Works to clarify that what we are hearing, according to the governor, is that when you construct a federal road, federal government will not reimburse you. You toll it to collect your money. And so it's abdication of responsibility here. If you can't construct federal roads, give it over to state governments who take more from the 52% you're collecting. Maybe you reduce it to 40% and channel the remaining to the state because they're the ones constructing federal roads now.
You have said the Ministry of Works need to explain this further, or FEMA, or whoever is
Minister of Works.
Because what you have just said now is open-ended. So if I construct a trunk A road as a state governor, I put a toll gate there, I can collect toll infinitum. That is where there's confusion. It's not a bad idea if a state governor construct a federal road and put a toll gate, but how many years will he recoup the money? You will put an infinitum there, an infinity. You just be collecting money till the kingdom come.
Let's welcome
those gray areas need to be clarified.
Rena Obio, is that your new name?
It's always been, but my username.
Okay, it's your username. What's the name your parents gave you?
Ruth Onosho Rena Obozegie.
Say it again before some of our listeners and viewers will bite their tongues.
Well, I have many names really, but the ones on my certificate, Ruth Onosho Rena Obozegie.
So you have a username after that.
Rena
the one we can relate with, the one we can pronounce. You call it Rena what?
OBO.
OBO. I will tell the video that someone is
impersonating.
He's actually impersonating me, just that he has a larger audience and his own went viral before mine. So.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
He should pay me actually.
Okay. That's by the way. Let's hear what our listeners are telling us, those that are sending in comments via email. We'll read the comments on our YouTube channel subsequently. But before that, the governor of Plateau State received it from the people of Angwan Rukuba yesterday.
Angwan Rukuba.
Yes, Angwan Rukuba. I like what the people did. They really expressed themselves to the governor. Unlike in the past, when they come, you'll be hailing him. They gave it to him. And if Nigerians will learn how to, that's holding a leader to account. You swore to protect us. You signed that you protect us. You failed in protecting us. And I heard boos as he was speaking and all that. And if you're voting in the next election, and if you vote according to if you're led by your stomach, or you're led by, you're not thinking, you're led by your heart. Your heart means, oh, this one is from my place. Oh, this one is from my religion. Oh, this one is this. That's what your heart is telling you. Even in marriage, they will advise you, don't be guided by your heart. Be guided by your head, your brain. You have to think things through. Oh, I love him. He's handsome. She's beautiful. It doesn't guarantee beautiful marriage. You have to think, are we aligned? So as you vote during the next election, use your brain. Don't use your stomach because they gave you 10,000 naira. Don't use your heart. Oh, this one is my brother. This one will have changed. Use your head. Which of these candidates will improve society and my economy and my existence will be better off.
Quickly on the Plateau State, the information we gathered from other sources is that the people are angry because he claimed that he's jumping into APC to ensure that peace is restored on the Plateau, but they are not seeing the peace. Instead, they are seeing worse of it. So I think other state governors that are jumping ship, the promise you made to your people, you must keep the social contract, really.
And I think that even chief of it is him abandoning his convoy that is already bulletproof and then coming in armored vehicle. Like, what message was he trying to send? Is he afraid of his people? Is it that he has security details, his cars are bulletproof, you cannot hit him? Despite that, he left those ones that went for armored vehicle and he was addressing his people from that. I saw how he struggled to gain the attention of the people because as he got there, they were shouting, they were lamenting, and the shouts were there. And he kept saying that, listen to me, let me talk to you. And why would you talk to me in an armored vehicle? I mean, we're defenseless, no fence, no security, no nothing of any sort. And then you're coming to talk to me after losing loved ones in my neighborhood. Suddenly, people just died like that, and you're coming in an armored vehicle. Like, that was such an upside down arrangement. I don't know who really advised these people with their many essays and essays to the essays and essays to the essays and all. It was not a thing that he should have even thought of at all. I saw that picture of the woman, he said to be her son. I mean, cradling your son to death. It's such an heartbreaking scene. It's so viral right now. And the woman kept, when we talk about grief and losses, you are in the state of denial. You don't want to accept that this is happening to you. But
the son died, but she refused to give up because
accept that the child
she was holding on to
is dead.
The dear son.
I mean, it's such an eyesore. Numbers said they are now 27, but I mean, official figure. We hope that it doesn't even climb more than that. It's so sad, as we say, that some of the reactions this morning, as Abulu mentioned, you said you were connecting us to the center because you want to shield and protect us. How many months after this is
he's protecting his political interest?
Are we expecting you to come on a
when they tell you we want to, is their interest that referring to? Quickly from the YouTube channel before Rana goes to the mail. Ayodele Jinod is asking, says, Amechi, what about Hedu and Austin? You get to see them very soon. I'll promise you that. Abdul Gafaido, who says, it's not raining here in Ijebode. Well, Ogun State, although all those states are closer to the sea, but it's raining all night here. But maybe you tell us whether it's hot there. Frederick 676 says, good morning, analyst. Today is the final day for filing your tax returns. Failure to do so is 100,000 naira fine. So this is news for you. That's the essence of the program, to give you updates. If you have a business or as an individual by March 31, you fail to file your annual returns, whenever you do, based on the new tax law, you will pay 100,000 naira fine.
Service has failed woefully. Amici, we didn't see promo. We didn't see advertisement.
They have done it so much.
They have not.
Whether it's enough
promo on this program
is another thing.
Have they done promo here?
Audacity
put promo here today, and people will rush and clear.
Audacity says the present government has only improved me in fears, especially while traveling through the highway, constantly praying till I get to my destination. Unlike before, I used to read books while traveling. The books you read now are the holy books. You'll be calling on your God to take you through the valleys of shadow of death if you're traveling through Nigerian roads. Rena, let's have the mails.
All right, your mail sent to politicalplatform@darkgroup.com. We'll start from Adesam in Wuse here in Abuja. It says, earliest part of this year, either for good or bad reasons, we received the news of American soldiers on our soil in effort to help combat insecurity in whatever forms. I'm keen to ask that, till this date, what have they really been able to achieve so far? Because to me, the situation is getting worse than terrible. So our Minister of Defense, I think he has forgotten the reason Nigerians celebrated his appointment after retirement from the army. As it is right now, he's just another Nigerian politician that focuses more on their ambitions than their portfolio. This too shall pass. Steve Omalfozo from Lagos, he says, on the state of the nation, massacre of innocent Nigerians has resumed again in Jos Plateau State capital. Unfortunately and sadly, the northern governors are shamelessly asking the federal government for 1 billion naira to enable them strengthen security. And one is asking, what have they been doing with the monthly millions of naira security votes they've been getting over the years? Shamelessly again, the governors, as usual, condemned the killings, then calling for calm and unity. And one is asking again, why should a certain group be committing genocide always, and the other group should be told to calm and be united for peace? And why has Mr. President not said anything about the unfortunate incident till now, but only concerned about 2027? I maintained that total and sincere restructuring of Nigeria in capital letters remains imperative now for true federalism to be operational. And Adesam from Wuse, okay, we started with that. Dixon Eka in Abuja says, for the first time since 2014, the opposition party is getting it right by coming together to form a coalition to unseat the hardship government of President Tinubu. Having Atiku, Obi, Kwankwaso, Amechi, David Mark, and others shaking hands together in one gathering is a great development for opposition movement, and it's healthy for our democracy. Atiku was an elder and most experienced, and the gentle but dangerous in wisdom David Mark should, for the uptenth time, gather these men, have a consensus, and share some positions amicably to avoid rancor. Nigerians have been pushed to the wall, battered and shattered by the so-called hardship policies that have not yielded any positive result, as the many trillions generated from impoverishing Nigerians have not been used to fund budget, nor improve electricity, nor cater for the poor Nigerians who could not afford transportation to their workplaces anymore, and businesses are shutting down with inability to afford wages that could fund the expenses of their staff. We need opposition to provide alternatives to the current hardship or put the Tinubu regime on check to address the many hardships. May God help Nigeria. Amen. And finally, from Lagos is Emmanuel Nkama. He says, please permit me to say a loud happy birthday to His Excellency and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, on his 74th birthday. I want to equally say that his decision to donate his salary to the wounded soldiers in the battlefield is commendable and somehow a kind gesture. However, the big question is, when will he sign the bills before him seeking to establish the police pension board and exit the Nigeria retired police officers from the obnoxious continuity pension scheme, CPS PENCOM, to enable them live like their military counterparts and other intelligent security agencies? This is because the police is also engaged in the war against terrorism in Nigeria with the military and are exposed to the same dangers or injuries, loss of lives. Here is appealing to President Tinubu to also carry the Nigeria police retired or still serving along in his welfare packages, because what is good for the goose is also good for the gander. So those are your mails. Please continue to send them to politicalplatform@darkgroup.com.
Okay, weather update in Ijebu. The weather has changed and is about to rain there. Makoba says Lagos Internal Revenue Service, I guess you said NIRS, so I think it should be Lagos, has extended their deadline for filing of tax returns to April 14th. Will other states also extend? Rather, you're in trouble. Some people are saying you must be part of this. The lady must be part of this program. The lady should be part of the crew. Anaje Emmanuel. And Olatunde says, Rena is very intelligent, smart, and bold. And Rena, we end with Onomel Neka, who says, he's claiming you as his baby. Rena, my baby, beauty and intelligence. Oga, hold it on. No. You don't claim what you don't have. There are processes and procedures. Thank you so much for joining us today. On behalf of the crew, my name is Amici Anakwe. Enjoy your day.